We're talking vaccines in business. President Biden announced this week that every American that wants a vaccine could receive one by the end of May. That timeline fast-tracking a lot of companies back to the office plans. At this point, 52.9 million Americans have gotten at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine, including 750,000 Utahns. Businesses and employees are looking at those numbers and making plans to get back into the office. Joining me now with some help for those businesses, Andrew Wittenberg from Salt Lake City's Department of Economic Development. Andrew, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, good morning, Sarah. How are you?
Good, good. So let's talk, what do businesses need to know broadly about the vaccine and creating kind of a back to work policy?
Yeah, we've started to see some of the guidance come out from the federal government. The EEOC has put out some suggested guidance that says employers can require that employees be vaccinated before they come into the workplace, but they're not required by the federal government to require those vaccines. So what we're seeing is that there needs to be a very significant policy put into place. It needs to be clearly written out or distributed to employees, because the other piece of the guidance from the federal government, OSHA, is saying that there needs to be a safe workplace free of regular hazards and things like that. So we know there's some interesting dynamics here, but regardless of what the federal government or state government is saying, the employers need to be ready to execute a plan and put a policy in place.
Right. That's, I think, been a line of, maybe not contention quite yet, but just a line of concern. Are we supposed to mandate that people in our facility be vaccinated? Is that going to be a way that we maybe we incentivize it instead of require it? Do you have any advice along those lines for businesses at this point? What are you seeing so far in terms of those policies coming out in Utah?
Right. Employee safety is obviously first and foremost. We don't want to see any numbers surging once again. So when you talk about a safe work environment, masks still in place, social distancing still in place. That's regardless of the vaccination policy for an employer. But second, there's also some people that are unable to receive a vaccine due to either health considerations or what have you, or personal decisions. And so it's important that the employers be clear about that policy and let people know that there's still going to be safe practices in place, because we know there's still reduced capacities in some cases, but in some work environments. But as the numbers hopefully continue to trend downward, we'll see exactly what that looks like when more and more people get vaccinated. So again, clear policy written out, delivered to employees, and a point of contact within your company or business that people can discuss to figure out what's best for them, and if they can stay working at home or if they need to come back into the office.
A lot of conversation around working from home has been, what will working from home look like in the coming days? I think a lot of businesses are going to maybe use more working from home options for employees. Are you seeing any of that as these companies are working on those policies?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of companies that have developed a more permanent version of the work from home, the telecommuting, if it's possible, if you're mobile, if you're here on a laptop or on a computer. We've seen a number of companies and some large employers even that have shifted some of their policy from in-office workplace environments to a telecommuting option. And that certainly takes a little bit of a different spin on how we utilize office space as well, and the types of companies that will need it, and what places like Salt Lake City can do to help those companies to maximize the office space they have. And if they need to look at different options, we can certainly help with that too.
Andrew, as we head out here, can you remind people where they can go to find more advice, maybe even a couple of example policies maybe around these vaccines with the city?
Sure, we're always working to develop these when government issue guidance comes out. It's slc.gov/ed.
Perfect. Andrew Wittenberg, thanks so much for being with us this morning. We'll link that on our website, abc4.com/JMU.
Thanks, Sarah.